Gordon Nesbitt, because you're a candidate now, but it's been a complicated journey, hasn't it? You were removed as a candidate last year by the Labour Party after a row over some tweets posted 2 or 3 years ago by a think tank you were involved with, tweets which some people interpreted as being anti-Semitic. One of them, for example, claimed anti-Semitism had been weaponised in the party. But when you were not endorsed as a candidate last year, you did say it's possible for two things to be true at once: for anti-Semitism to exist within the party and for it to be used as a political weapon. Do you stand by that statement now?
Well, it's important to give a bit of context to this. So I was selected in April last year by a majority of the members of our local party, and these tweets came to light very soon afterwards as part of a political project, let's say. So it does seem to me that they were being used in an unfavourable context to score political points against me. But we have been through a very thorough process, I must say. Having been at the heart of this, I was quite rightly, the tweets were investigated. I was put under scrutiny. The NEC decided not to endorse me at that moment, but to reopen the selection for our seat. And what we've done is I've gone through a thorough scrutiny process and come out the other side unscathed.
I'm just, as a candidate now, do you stand by that statement in particular? You've said anti-Semitism does exist in the party, but you've also said accusations of anti-Semitism have been used as a political weapon. Do you still think that is happening?
Well, there's two parts to that statement. First of all, anti-Semitism exists everywhere in our society, and we have to deal with it wherever we find it. And the Labour Party has been one of the most proactive forces in our society in dealing with that problem. Secondly, there have been a few cases where people have acted in bad faith and tried to use this as a stick with which to beat people, where it's unjustified, as in my case.
The party is being invested by the EHRC for anti-Semitism. Rosie Duffield, who's defending the only seat in Kent for Labour, said on this programme only a few months ago that she thinks it's probably right to say the party is institutionally anti-Semitic. Do you agree with her?
I don't agree with that, I'm afraid. No, I don't. And we have been through a process. We are dealing with this very rigorously, more than any other party is dealing with their problems of racism. We have had independent experts on our side talking to us about, in our local party, talking to us about the issue of anti-Semitism. We've gone through a political education process as a party locally, which is being commended more widely. So I think we're doing everything we can. We've taken on more staff. We're dealing with things more rapidly under Jenny Formby than has ever happened before. And having been through the process myself, I can assure you that it's incredibly robust.
So what do you say to the Labour Against Anti-Semitism campaign group? They said back in the summer, before you were re-adopted, that re-adopting you as a candidate would send a message that the party is incapable of tackling anti-Semitism.
It's just not true. I've been through a process. I've been through a quasi-judicial process. I've faced the National Constitutional Committee, which is the highest disciplinary body in our party, with legal representation there. We went through the issues. We had a University of Oxford academic looking at the tweets and who informed us that they weren't anti-Semitic. We've been through this process. I don't know what more we can do.
Thank you very much. Let's move on.